If you guys are new to our channel, I'm Kelly. This is my best friend Christina, and today we have a fun video for you guys. It's all about 6 things you should stop buying right now. So we're gonna save you lots of money, lots of trouble when you're out there shopping by kind of telling you what you need to just stop wasting your money on.
Yeah, because we're definitely the experts now.
We've
done, a lot of shopping. So we definitely have found, like, oh my God, this list was super easy for us to make. So anyways, if you guys have not already, be sure to subscribe. We come out with videos every Monday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Or you can just hit that notification bell to be sure that you don't miss any of our future videos. Also, make sure you hit that like button and leave us a comment down below. You can also follow us at Instagram at Mommy's Makeup Moscato.
So the first thing you ladies need to stop buying are those pieces that we buy just because they're on sale. We've all been guilty of this, right?
Especially me. She's much better than me.
Guilty of this. I learned this a little while ago. I definitely was guilty too, but you walk into a store and you see something and you probably have something just like it, but it's on such a good sale. Like, how can I not buy it? I mean, it's on such a good sale, right? We've all done it.
I actually have 2 black blazers that look identical, but one of them I got for $15. So I had to get it even though I already had an identical black blazer.
Yes, and you know what will save you more money is just not buying it just because it's on sale. So definitely a good one to keep in mind, unless you're really going to use that item and appreciate that item. And think about it this way, would you pay full price for it? That's really the rule you want to follow. If you would not pay the full price for that item, then don't buy it just because it's on sale, because then you're just wasting money and you're really not getting something that you truly love.
Yeah. Okay, so have you guys ever looked at an item, loved it, but it doesn't come in your size, but you think, well, when I lose 5 or 10 pounds, I can actually fit into this. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick it up now, because what it's gonna do is it's going to motivate me to lose weight. And then when I fit in it, I'm gonna be able to reward myself with this great outfit that I love. And instead, what honestly ends up happening to me, and maybe to some of you guys, is I don't end up losing any weight. And then I start feeling bad every single time I see this item hanging in my closet and start self-loathing every single time, that I'm walking by it.
So true, so true. And even if you, happen to lose the 5 pounds, who's to say that it's going to be in the exact right places that are going to make that suddenly fit so perfect? So yeah, it's definitely not a good idea. Just buy what already fits your body. If anything, I sometimes like to say, even though it can be tough, but like, you want to go when you're actually like, you just ate a big meal and you're feeling kind of like bloated and stuff, because if it looks good then, it's going to look even better when you're not feeling all full and bloated. So really, you're better off buying it when you're like not at your prime. Don't do the opposite. Don't buy it and then think you're somehow going to miraculously just wake up and fit into this and just feel great. So
well, I'm gonna then start waiting until my monthly friend is visiting me, because I'm
That's
always
when you
feeling bloated.
So the next thing you guys want to stop buying is multiples of the same basics. Now, we are not saying that you don't want to have a couple of, white t-shirts, black t-shirts, denim shorts. We have those things. We have multiples. What we're talking about is, finding a specific thing that you like and then just buying the same piece over and over and over. And we have definitely been guilty of this, right? But you don't want to open up your closet and just see the same thing repeated, where it begins to look like you're dressing in uniform. That's something that you really want to avoid doing. First, you're just wasting money, because really you could just, wear the same outfit like a uniform and save money. So when you go out to stores, don't just keep repurchasing the same items. Try to look for things that have something different. Maybe you like the shape of a certain type of jean. Maybe you like the higher rise, but maybe get it in a different wash, a different distressing, something like that. You want to add some variety. So this is something that like my husband totally does. Like, he's got the closet with all the same polo shirts in the same black, gray, colors, all and the same khaki pants. And I think men, they can be really guilty of that sometimes, but that's not where you want to invest all of your shopping money.
Yeah, and where we kind of fall into that is because, there's something that we really love, like for example, Kelly and I were definitely, really in love with, the white dresses that were super hot and trendy for, this summer. And it's very easy to then shop at all of your favorite stores and to find, oh, well, I love this white dress, and oh, I love this white dress and this white dress. And then all of a sudden what you end up with at the end of the season is 8 to 10 different white dresses that basically all look the same. And so, one of the great ways that I like to try to, get out of that, and a helpful tip maybe for you guys is, so you might enjoy, a piece, but maybe then trying to pick it up in a different color. And then that way you're adding a little bit of depth, a little bit of dimension to your wardrobe versus having maybe all of the same colors, you're really loving all those neutrals, but when you walk in, everything is white, everything is beige, everything is the same color. It makes it look a little bit bland. And to other people, they're not going to notice all of those tiny little differences. They're going to say, oh, wow, there goes, Kelly's husband again in the same polo shirt, So be sure to diversify. It's okay to have, your preferences, but be sure to diversify your wardrobe. So the next tip that we want to give you is, do not buy things that you think are, oh, well, this is okay, but I just, I don't really love it, but this is something that, I'm going to buy right now, whether it be because it's on sale. Most of the time, the reason why this is actually happening to me is because it's something that I'm hunting for, something that I'm looking for. It's not exactly what I want, but I feel like it's close enough to what I want. And so I'll go ahead and I'll end up picking it up. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, I end up having buyer's remorse. So there might be a certain trend that's out. Maybe it's a snake print, blazer or something that I'm looking for. And so I will then go and I will pick out a blazer and I'll say, well, it's not exactly what I was looking for because I kind of wanted the cut to be this way or that way, but I can't find what I'm looking for right now. So instead I'm going to settle and I'm going to buy something else, and I end up wasting money because eventually what happens is, with a little bit of patience and a little bit of time and a little bit of hunting and some investment, I do eventually find what it is that I'm looking for. And guess what? That other item, it ends up going and being donated later on. So.
Yeah, definitely settling. I feel like I used to do this all the time, and I finally learned, like, patience. Sometimes it might take a little bit more trying on, a little bit more time and footwork, and to really go out there and hunt for something, but it's worth it. And even if it means spending a little bit more, if it's a piece that you're going to really wear and it's versatile, it's worth it to really stick with what you really love and find the piece you're going to love. Don't just settle for because is probably going to sit in the back of the closet, and you're going to keep wearing those pieces that you really feel your best in. So don't settle. Hold out for what you love.
Yeah, it's going to sit there with the dress that you're waiting to lose 5
just like
pounds
it's
to
like
wear.
in a husband. Like, don't settle. Hold out for the right one. Okay, ladies, the next thing that you don't want to buy are trends that don't really suit you. Oh my gosh, was I a victim of this? I have been a victim of this since middle school for sure. I've actually seen some pictures. I've shared this with my children. So, I actually feel like as you get older, you definitely start to come into your own and recognize this about yourself. But for a long time, being a fashion lover, I feel like makes you sometimes a fashion victim, where you're seeing these trends on other people and you just really think they look so good. And then I want to try them, but then I realize they don't really suit me.
Right.
So a good example of this would be the recent trend of combat boots, right? I saw them. I saw women wearing them, even women my age wearing them and wearing them well and looking so cool in these. But in reality, that doesn't really suit me. I typically go for, very feminine looks, softer looks. So for me to invest in these like big black clunky combat boots, it's gonna look kind of silly when I'm wearing like my pink and my little Chanel bag or something. So I have to recognize that's a really cool trend, but it doesn't necessarily suit me. So sometimes it's worth trying it if you want to dip your toe into a trend, but really kind of recognize, some trends just aren't going to suit all of us.
Yeah, and I think for me, what I saw were these, dresses, these flowy, billowy dresses that look super cute, you know, when you are a stick figure. And of course, they're super trendy. I bought a ton of them and started taking some pictures of myself, you know, family photos or whatever, and really quickly realizing that my body shape just is not going to look in something that really doesn't add any shape to me. It makes me look 10 times larger than I really am. So making sure that, you know, you look your best in it, even if it is a certain trend. Sometimes you have to, you know, cry a little bit, let that trend forego, you know, appreciate it on someone else,
Absolutely.
but don't fall victim to it.
Absolutely.
So this is our favorite tip, and we left it for last because this is a gem. Don't leave this video right now. You gotta make sure you hear this. And this is one where you wanna make sure you are not investing in pieces that do not fit your lifestyle. So, true story, Kelly and I, we absolutely love our blazers. We, you know, hit that trend hard. We both, between the two of us, probably have over 24 blazers. Unfortunately, we both, you know, don't work in the office. We also live here in Florida where it has hot weather, so we don't have the opportunity to actually wear these blazers as much as we would love. Now, if we lived, you know, maybe in cooler climate and we were, you know, working maybe in a little bit of a business environment, so we could really get so much use out of them. But unfortunately, you know, we were talking on the phone, we're like, oh my God, these blazers, like, and it doesn't matter how great of a deal you get on them, when they sit in your closet and they're not being used, it definitely, you know, just adds a little bit of like a broken heart syndrome when you're looking at your closet, because you're finding pieces that you like, but you're not able to put them to use. So yeah, make sure that, you know, it's also coats. We love coats.
And we're still going to bring you guys these things, you know, because they are awesome pieces.
Yes.
And for some of you, they might totally fit your lifestyle, because I can tell you that if I was living somewhere else, you know, even a blazer with a pair of cute denim shorts is like one of my favorite looks. However, we are currently in, you know,
100-degree weather.
So unless we're, you know, indoors in a mall or something, it's going to be hard to wear. So probably we could have done well with like 1 or 2 nice blazers, but, you know, having them in every single color, unfortunately, just hasn't really worked out for us. Kind of like, you know, stiletto heels. Like, we are not people who should be investing money in expensive designer heels, because we're just not wearing that. We're better off investing that in a flat sneaker or a mule. So really think about your lifestyle. You know, where are you going? What are you typically wearing? I've tried also teaching this to my daughters, you know, young people, because they see things on Instagram and on YouTubers and it's really cool and a really great trend. But in reality, if you have a casual lifestyle, you really want to invest in casual clothing. If you're in the office 5 days a week, then you probably want to invest more in business attire.
Yeah. So. And when Kelly and I were talking about, we were saying, you know, probably a good like 85% of your wardrobe really wants to be what suits your lifestyle. The other 15% of it is going to be, you know, maybe for evening wear or some of those basics that you don't always get to, you know, utilize enough. But you want to be able to have them in your wardrobe, so, you know, when those times come around, you're able to pull things. But, you know, for us, unfortunately, we kind of found like, oh my God, 50% of our wardrobe, you know, is starting to build up with a lot of, you know, weather that we don't unfortunately get to really
sweaters,
appreciate. The coats. I know, it's so true, because they're so cute.
They're so beautiful.
Oh God.
And we'll still buy them for you guys.
Yes, we will. And we'll show you guys all the ones that we love and we wish we could, you know, get more use out of.
Definitely. We'll play dress up in those. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot about what to stop buying. And until next time, bye!